hola, bienvenido, welcome. How are we all doing? Welcome to another Artcast. Today we are starting off with Cookie as one of those long neck Japanese girls. Long Japanese neck ghost. And I've cleared it's a Rushu. Ruku. Like a Ruku. Or Roku. Wait, no. It's doubled. Ruku Bai. Ruku Bai. Okay, now this one's interesting. Oh, this is just stupid AI crap. It showed a picture of one of those, the one Japanese monster with, it's a woman with a mouth on the back of her face, and her hair feeds her mouth. Which, okay, no, that's a different thing. Japanese ghost, mouth on, back of head, and that one is called. Yeah, it's a completely different one. It's a Futokuchi Ona. Futokuchi Ona. Okay. Hello, Condor. Yep, it is December 4th. Yeah. Actually, you know what? I was thinking about it. We did get a lot done. Getting everything done early for split view. Shut up, AI or whatever. Yesterday, DeviantArt asked me if I wanted an AI client or something. It was some sort of weird thing. I was trying to spell check something, and that popped up. Absolute horseshit. And now they're going to stop making RAM for commercial. One company, Crucial, is going to stop producing RAM for it's commercial in that they're just going to sell it to the stupid AI centers, but not like private. I guess that's that's something that's bugging me this morning. Anyway, I had this model done from a previous commission, the boxing one, and so this was actually fairly easy to set up and get going. That's not bad topology on that backside. That's a good 5-star point right there. Good 5-star point right there where the buttock starts to, has that big dip. The only issue is that there's a 6-star point right there in the center. If you wanted to, you could split that either vertically, but then you'll have to add another line across, or horizontally across the waist, or vertically. Either way, you're going to add extra geometry. As long as it's along the center point, some people don't mind that. It can mess with the bend in the waist, so people usually like to get rid of that. But this is just fine for reference point stuff. Hey, Dime. But anyway, it popped up. I think that was added last year. And it was added last year because I don't know. I think someone suggested it, and I believe the only other mom to get chosen for that was Chili from Bluey. I was like, yeah, sure, why not? And it also worked out good. I don't know if she's actually the Bluey's mom, Chili, is actually one of those kinds of dogs. I don't want to use the meme, but yeah, the meme dog. But getting back to like AI, and all the centers buying up the RAM. I just wanted to say that if you've got a good enough computer and you can run all that crap, I'm not above telling you all that I have downloaded a little program, and I played with it for a little bit because I just wanted to see like what it does. I mean, I'm not. I like to know about what the hell I'm ragging on, and it's garbage. It's a garbage program for writing and stuff. But I will say to you, if you have a decent enough computer and you've got enough of the RAM, then you can replicate basically what Grok does on a smaller scale in your own living room, which is probably why they are so scared to like actually be like, when things get, if technology progressed as much as it was, you could like download a decent size, a model they call it, for like seven gigs. The reason why they need all those massive resources is because they want people to walk around, not know how any of it works, and then pull out their phone for that shit, or run everything through their own systems. I uploaded the Della Duck short to the YouTube channel, and it was like, hey, do you want to tag any merchandise? And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll just, and I typed in DuckTales to see what they had, and they had the video game. And I was like, sure, I'll tag it. And then I realized what I was doing. I'm doing what their shit what do you want, Booker? Hold on. Their algorithm is so shit now that people have to do the job that they basically made their money off of, which is you would load up a video, and if you were a content creator, they would be like, okay, we'll try and match this video with like the most, the best case for you, or what people would want. I remember in my early days starting out that like the only ad I could get was like hemorrhoid cream, and not even a good one. It was like a weird off-brand thing. I saw a commercial for it, and it was a guy, and he was just sitting there, and he was watching TV at night, and he was uncomfortable, and he was all like, hey, hemorrhoid cream. And I was like, oh, okay, that's weird. Flip TV, you got IHOP. But anyway, it's just they're gobbling up all the resources for just something that is an incredibly menial task, and not even that advanced if you have the proper equipment to do it. And you don't even need an internet thing. It just, like all those sites that are like, hey, you want a digital girlfriend, or do you want a digital AI assistant? You can run that all on your computer for like maybe, again, this needs to be a little bit more modern. I managed to pull this off on my 10-year-old computer with like a really good NVIDIA graphics card and like 32 gigs of RAM. So if anyone wanted to, they could do it in their own homes. Hey, Underwolf. Wait, what? Now I gotta look this up. I know Disney also yeah, I don't know what the deal with Disney World, Blip TV Disney World ads was. They were like clearly wanted a piece of that, the Blip TV stuff. And I think they were like all like poking around at the outskirts to see who would win out between Blip or YouTube. But I just remember on I remember Blip TV, you'd get the IHOP ad all the time because that was a fairly innocuous like commercial. Now you know exactly where a commercial for IHOP it pinpointed because they always have brand deals like the Grinch or the Addams Family or a Hobbit pancake or something like that. You know, the classic Hobbit pancakes from Lord of the Rings. God, okay, would a Hobbit go absolutely nuts in our day and age? Like, oh my gosh, look at all the different types of food, or would they be like turn their nose up disgusted at being like, oh, this doesn't taste like anything? What the hell? Like that one episode of King of the Hill with the tomato. A tomato doesn't taste like anything. Anyway, I'm gonna see what breed chili is. No, it says she's just a red healer. Okay. Right. Our healer's the national dog. Australian cattle dogs. Okay. Right. Oh my god, look at this one. They've got a breed called a Lancashire healer, and they're like little short. They got like they're like regular cattle dogs, except they're super short legged. Okay, so a healer is totally an Australian breed of dog. And blue healers are kind of blue in the same way that things that aren't blue are sometimes called blue. Tastes like America. Yeah, you could rerun that like sort of any day of the week or specifically on like Labor Day. Not Labor Day. You could, but like Labor Day is specifically anti-capitalist. I would assume. Got some hazelnuts here. No, you got your treat. Hmm. Thank you, Johnny. Hello, werewolf. That's what I was saying. I was saying the IHOP commercial. I went to Labor Day, but I thought, no, you would do either Memorial Day or Veterans Day. So yeah, I made this model back when I was, really just trying to figure out what to do with Blender. Looks surprisingly good. I mean, it doesn't move for crap. At least I don't think so. Maybe I could. There's different things. You get better at like moving the stuff around. But I should probably try to break it out and see if it works good. if I could redo it. Please do more Fox related because man, I love Smooth. Oh, thank you. Well, you can always throw me another 20 and I'll push that in front of stuff, but I could do that. I was saying I've got to look into Skunk Fu. We were looking at the backstory of Dragon and how he got kind of a bum deal. Yeah, a lot of people. There's only like I have can't. There, a lot of people remember that for that one character. It's not a bad character design, and I guess not bad for early days of like the really early days of. Oh, what was I trying to say? The really early days of cartoon saloon. What was I going to? Shit. Sorry, I'm working on something else. Yeah, the very early days of Cartoon Saloon and trying to do that and animating with just that. But yeah, we were looking up the Wikipedia. Someone mentioned like how Dragon was like got thrown out of like the valley or the place where he lives because he was trying to help people in a drought. I'm sorry, Ghostface Killer did did the theme song for Skunk Fu? Huh. Oh, come on, don't kick it. What is this crypto? Oh, no. Okay, I got a stupid ad. Really? Oh, okay, interesting. What are you eating? Oh, you're eating your nails or biting your nails. This is the only dog I know that like grooms himself. Okay, very good. You got. Yeah, I remember the Daft Punk Gap commercial. Right. Okay. Yeah, there was that whole theme song, and then there's Cartoon Saloon. I will have to. Yeah, this is early days. Was Rabbit voiced by Wolverine? What was that other one? There was another like oh, let me think. It was the one with the chickens, and they were like ninjas. Chop Sock Fooey or something. That was a weird one. No, not Jackman. I think it's like yeah, Bloom. Chopsaki chokes. Is that a slur? It was yeah, I know. Ardman. Chokes. Chopsaki chokes. Jukes. Jukes. But anyway, there's Chopsaki chokes, but another like animal themed cartoon that's like actually like really just chill that I enjoy is Sherlock Yak, which is another sort of French production. And the voice of Nicole voices Sherlock's little sidekick. Jukes is slang for chicken. Okay. Right. I mean, I assumed that, but I was like, oh, is that a thing? It rhymes with a slur, so it just sounds like it should be a slur. You saw the note, and you'll give notes on it later. Okay, I'll hang tight until then. I mean, is it? Yeah, Hero 108. They have like all of it on. No, there's Nicole from Gumball, and then there's also Nicole from Sonic the Hedgehog, and there's a bunch of other ones. What? You don't like Hermione? Like that show, like actually, and I was going to not say reclaimed. Yeah, reclaimed Hermione as a good name. Yeah, I mean gobbledygook. And then when I realized that little hyphen on the not a hyphen, the little tail at the end of that word was a slur, I was like, is that a thing? It's like, no, nope. It's just one of those things where there's so many syllables in the world. Yeah, Hermione and College Humor did a song that words that sound like slurs. Oh boy. What? Right, it was, wasn't it? Co-production with Teletoons. We were just talking about Teletoons and YTV and all that, and how most of it was like filtered through like Cartoon Network or the WB down here. What am I looking for? Oh, yeah. It's not here. It's over here. What is causing this mouse to go crazy? You know, what's really weird is that Elfman shortened it in the town meeting song. Yeah, and then you got Gook. Well, let's see. Button and covered with Gook. I believe there's like GUK, like Ick, Gook. I think even Gak like did something like that. Also, Gook is or Gook. You hit it with the you make the U sound. You don't go ooh. I think the slur is with the double O. And this is Guk. And covered in Guk. And Guk is also a Korean soup. Let's see, it's a class of soup dishes in Korean cuisine. Guk and tang are commonly ground together. Okay. Looks like there's it's octopus, clam. It's like mostly a subgenre of like a bunch of fish stews. Although there is one that includes oxtail, it says here. This is a beef and what is that? Radish? Yeah, that is. That's just a totally radish cut up thin slices and cut into fours. I haven't had radish in like forever. I don't know about Christmas shopping. I mean, we got all our chores done basically. We're going over to like other than this week, we're going over to going to a quinceañera, and then we're going over to the cemetery. And then I guess we're going to start shopping in earnest. My brother and the kids and the wifey are going to go over to their family this year. And then spend New Year's with us. Yeah, other than that, it's a very small little like Christmas list. Okay, well. It's in the negatives. I hate it. Ugh. What do you mean it's not even winter yet? It's winter. Oh, Korean soup is winter. Yeah, it's about like in the. I don't know how cold it is compared to like where you are, but it's pretty nippy where we're from, or we're just not used to it. It gets in like the maybe the let's see weather what's the high and what's the low. Oh yeah, the high is supposed to be like 65 and the low is supposed to be like 43, which again is probably not as bad as like where you're from, but I have to put a jacket on when I go outside in the morning and take the doggos out. And take the doggos out. Yes, my oh, gross. You got my whole bed wet with your licking. You're grooming your own. He takes his big old tongue. He gets into his like little his nails. This is the only dog I know that actually bites and grooms his own nails. You big old slobby dog. I loved you. I loved you. Yeah. Oh, my boy. Where's your brother? Where's Shadow? Probably asleep. Damn, that actually looks good. This radish and beef soup. And there's a little side dish of maybe rice. I don't know. It's blurry. The focus is on the soup. In the background, there seems to be a cup of tea. That might be sugar. Winter it starts to the 21st. Oh. Hey, Red. Let's see, what am I doing here? Yeah, other than that, I mean, I talked about how we got the car emission. That was the one big thing we were kind of really concerned about. What are you doing? Huh, okay, that was dumb. Let's see. Can I? Nice. Yeah, other than that, it's just kind of taking care of it. Hey, May, how you doing? The Speed and Gonzalez movie? That sounds good. But I don't know. WB is in like everyone's like trying to vie for. Uh, we used to have like rules that said you couldn't just gobble up every freaking thing you wanted. Ba-ba-ba-ba. What am I doing here? Okay. Well, that's not it. Nice. I'm still working my way. I was like, got up this morning. Well, actually, I was getting ready to do this, and I was like, well, do I want to eat some breakfast first? And I was like, okay, I can make some eggs real quick. Like, wrap that up in a burrito. Eggs in a tortilla, a little bit of green chili sauce that we have in there. That sounds good. And I thought, no, we better work my way through the cabinet. I still have those three monster cereals. I finished the Caramella Crunch, and then I finished. I'm just about done with the Count Chocula. Like I said, chocolate cereal's not my favorite, but what I've been doing is I've been mixing it with the other three. So I about maybe like 1/3 to 2/3 of whatever, and that kind of helps it. But that, and then also just been eating the leftover turkey, which is starting to get a little slimy. I may have to start cooking it. You know what? I also made a chicken pot pie, and we still have like 1/3 of that left. So this year, I always look forward to watching them. You know what? I will try my best now that I've got sort of a pretty decent system going on here, and I could whip out a Christmas special one. I don't have to look for the weirdest. I just have to look for interesting. And there's tons shit. You could like Halloween specials. I have to dig a little bit for, but I still got maybe enough for the next 2 years. And that's not including some of the like newer stuff. Like, Muppet Haunted Mansion and stuff like that. They always come out with new ones, but I'm always like, that's a little. Well, like Christmas specials. Let's see. How many do I have right here? I've got. Okay, I have just on just in view of my DVD rack, my DVDs and VHSs. I've got Santa's Magic Crystal, which looks like some sort of CGI thing. It was done by Kapow Europe, definitely Europe, because there's a lot of different things. Skyline, Arcano, U-Fund, Anamana, Dreamwall. I don't know what any of these companies are. Yeah. Okay. Well, it's a guy. He's looking at a special crystal. It's CGI. It's not like that one, the Santa's Apprentice. You've got something called Holly Days, Daze, the Christmas that almost didn't happen. Okay. It looks like it's claymation. Featuring original songs by the composers of the smash hit High School Musical. Okay. Oh, it's got Fred Savage as the reindeer. Fred Willard. Oh, as Santa. Oh, Fred. Cole Sprouse as Kid and also Keo. Keo or Kid? Okay, well, this one looks like it's either claymation or fake claymation for CGI. I've got also in the VHS section, I got right here called Precious Moments presents Timmy's Special Delivery. And you know those Special Moments dolls. This one doesn't look too weird. It looks like, oh, he's an angel and he's going to deliver toys to orphans, I guess. What else? I got Dr. Christmas, but that's more like that's something I picked up and was going to send to Red Letter Media. This looks like a how-to, the complete Christmas tree. Selecting, lighting, and decorating. It's one of those how-to videos. including in the back the pre-preparation, tree selection, live versus artificial. Ooh, the debate of our time. Tree placement, storage, lighting techniques, lighting variations and ideas, decorating techniques and tips, tree themes and designs. Okay. Yeah, I should send that in. Jingle Bell Comics. Yeah, Jingle Bell's good. I like it. That's like Paul Dini's well, it's one of his creations, but it's like a Dini girl. The only Blu-ray I own is Seth MacFarlane's Cavalcade of Cartoon Comedy. And I did that because I got this at the dollar store for $1. Speaking of the Blip TV age, remember when Seth MacFarlane made all those shorts for Burger King and was like, "Hey, we'll just have YouTube shorts." And they lasted like 30 seconds, and then that broke the model. What else do I have? I know I've got more Christmas stuff. I've seen it. Christmas tree. What is this one about? Oh, this is the Rankin Bass. Oh, cool. This is a video VHS released by Star Maker. But yeah, this is totally the Rankin Bass one. That's just a Christmas tree. Okay, so I've got 4 right there. That's 1/4 of the list. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I got a bunch of them down here. We've got, what is this one? The Snow White Christmas, which is Snow White. The Rankin Bass, not the Rankin Bass, the Filmation one. Phalis did an amazing video on that, as he often does. Follow That Sleigh, which was also by the same people that did Follow That Goblin. I've got, speaking of Rankin Bass, I've got Santa Baby, which is the final Rankin Bass production, I believe, ever produced. I think it might have been on UPN or something. Yeah, 2001. Coca-Cola sponsored it. What else? And then it gets, okay, I've got the okay, I've got the Gift of Winter, but I already did that one. No, that's about it right now. I mean, I have that there. I know I have a special section of Christmas ones tucked away. Oh, Jug Band Christmas, I see, just sitting right here. That's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it doesn't have those. Don't have to be like the weirdest. Oh wait, what's this? Father? Oh no, Father Christmas. I did this one years ago. This one, and I didn't even use this VHS. I just like having it around. It's a clamshell. Christmas Dinosaur. I think I have that. You may have sent that to me. I have a video file of that one. At least. And I think it was done by the same people that made the oh, what am I thinking of? The Haunted Pumpkin. Maybe. I definitely know it's like Released by Porch Light, which I only remember because it was in front of the Haunted Pumpkin. What am I doing? Uh, yeah. Almost a decade ago? Wow. Thank you all for sticking with me. I'll try to, like, kick it into gear now. Oh, okay. Here, let's see. Expand the previous. If flat color can be upgraded or shaded later. I'm making an arrangement for someone else to, like, we're doing another mission soon. Yeah, I mean, I don't know about doing weirdest Christmas specials. I could. I did that one year. And yeah, okay. Oh, was that weirdest Christmas episodes? Was that episodes or just specials? I'll have to look. Tangerine Bear. I used to watch that special. The Tangerine Bear. Okay, so it was just episodes. So it wasn't. Yeah, I did do. I was thinking about that one. Remember that one special where it was the rapping elf? Oh, dude, I remember this guy, sorta. He looks so miserable on his cover. Okay, PBS Sprout Wiki. Okay, I'll have to look at that one. I've seen this, though. I've seen this cover. Yeah, The Night Before Christmas. Yeah, that wasn't an episode. And that looked like it was done by Deke. It was probably done by a lot of people that were that were let go by Deke at the time. Who do we got here? Who's trying to get a hold of me? Nope. Nope, I don't want to upgrade my phone, thank you. And what was that, Booker? What did you knock down? Booker, my angel, my little, my controller. You little snook. Every time I get a message on my phone, they go check the front room because they think that their mom's coming home. The live action. Oh yes, Santa comes. Ooh, I saw that. I did not care for it. Oh, and they finally found out what that one elf from that one cartoon screenshot was. It's something I forget what. Phalis did a video, something about star surfers or some such thing. The thing is that once that memory got unlocked, I did remember seeing that as a kid, and it was obviously a pilot for a series. I always love how they have pilots. Like if you want a animated series, start with a Christmas pilot. That happened with The Simpsons. That happened with see The Simpsons. I guess you can also include like Peanuts. They just did it recently with Little Batman. The special was called A Merry Little Batman, and then they had Bat Fam. Did you know Sally ran from the same shows? Yeah, I think I do. Oh yeah. Uh, uh, formerly Sal, Jimmy's father, and now mother. It was surprisingly pretty decent for uh, a good trans representation. That show sometimes had its moments. I will actually go and say that the ice sculpting episode, the one where he uses his ice pick skills in actual ice picking scenarios, I would say that one's actually like a really sweet story. Oh, I bet Tubi has like a million of them. That episode in particular, the one with Sal and Sally, um, I like how they end up in a. It's not the mob that tries to kill him, is it? No, it's just some. It's just some muggers in Canada, and I think. But anyway, they end up having like an actual debate between like personal happiness and taking care of a child, and just and they also did not bring up the fact that being part of the mafia, a sort of a patriarchal, like classically, and you just cutting to the chase, transphobic organization probably would not have sat well with any of them. So yeah, I just thought it was like, oh, that's cool. What other ones? I mean, they got the Mountie's always fun. I'm trying to think of actual episodes. The football one was okay. Oh yeah, Devout Cat and Cookie was like, they always did that was like one of her cutaway gags. She always like um went to go pray in front of a some sort of Catholic saint. Who would most likely talk back. What? No one's out there. No one's out there, you booger. What if instead of just one video, you break it up into 12 short reviews and daily, sitting together at the end? I could do that, 12 Days of Christmas style. That wouldn't be too bad. Let's see. We're starting backwards from Christmas, the 24th. So, let's see, 24. So I would have to start on the 12th and then work my way through. Okay. Is that why they did it the 12 Days of Christmas? Because it divides up so evenly? So I would what? Like release it as shorts? But even then, like sometimes like they're a little bit extra. I was thinking about doing that for like the Halloween stuff. But I was like, nah, forget it. Yeah, this is a good pose for her, but like not exactly. I don't know. Maybe I should. This was at the tail end. This was like when I was starting to run out of steam. I think we were getting like Halloween was just like right around the corner. I was still editing stuff, and I think I was like just like I'm not. This isn't gonna. This is fine. I should have probably made her costume a little bit more Halloweeny or whatever, or a little bit more Japanese inspired. But I thought this was just fine. This is her. She's like turned away from the camera, and then also her neck stretches out all the way across the space, and then back in for a kind of stare. and continues on to the next year, yeah, I could see that happening. Yeah, I don't know if I can do anything about the algorithm screwing. I'm talking about like the actual like advertisement, the mechanism of, hey, we'll put up a video, and you as YouTube, that's your job to like advertise for us. Uh, and they're like, no, you go pick out the product too, and then slap it on there. I'm just gonna keep producing stuff and see what happens. Like this. I just love drawing with you guys. Let's see. I don't want a bow. I guess I'll do a bow there. Come on. Is that gonna... Okay. Yeah, that'll do fine. I have a thing, a platform or a little arm that my tablet sits on, and it's connected to the battle cart, and the only thing is it kind of jiggles around, so I have to make sure that I have a little clamp that I grab onto the arm and then have it rest on the table that I'm working on, and it kind of keeps everything from shaking around too much. And that's going to be there, and time to start working on the inks. But yeah, we'll see what I can do about the Christmas thing. Again, I don't know what everything's sort of. I don't know. We're just kind of seeing what happens. That's not a bad idea. Making short little drops and then stitching them all together like I did for Halloween. I don't know why. I mean, I know why I did it. I just wanted to do something. I came up with the idea of treats that I wanted to use as the theme for this year, and I was like, well, what am I gonna? How do I? It's like, okay, that makes it a little bit more interesting. YouTube used to have annotations, which did the same sort of thing, but you had to like wait until the end and then drop your. Let's see. I gotta bring up you guys and see what you're all saying. You can keep on theme and have it a tray of cookies for Santa. Yeah, that would be a good version. I always did like for a number of years. There was always something like sort of physical about the title cards. Like one time, I made a reef out of videotape. I took an old, not an old, but I took a videotape from the dollar store at the time, which they would still sell you videotapes, blank ones, and I unspool it and I made it into that reef. And then there was the stack of videotapes that were the Christmas tree. What are we moving on to? Let's see. Hold on. I gotta bring up this. Yeah, still working. I think this one turned out nice. I actually kind of liked it, and she's got good colors. The sort of that blue splashes against the purple and the red, real nice. Mm, too big, too much. You mean like drawing frosted sugar cookies? Because those wouldn't be anything. But actually, like I mean, digital, like some sort of like digital or photograph or something, that wouldn't be too bad. Um, I was I always get like a little skittish around the frosted cookies. I do a good job, but I don't like. I have been watching someone do a pretty good job make those cookies though on the shorts. They make like houses and reefs and stuff like that. But they also have a good sugar, a good frosting recipe. The way I learned how to make frosting is you just melt the butter, put some milk, powdered sugar, and it kind of makes that thing. Also, I think they wait until the actual cookie gets hard. The frosting. I try to get it all done, when it's sitting there. Collaborate with an art project. Yeah, in the past, I think they've done that. I've done that with Linkara and stuff like that. If that's what you mean, I did his comic for a while. You were thinking about actual cookies. Well, Photoshop would be fine. I could do that and like nothing. I can actually like make 3D Blender cookies, which is what I did with the candies. That's just a bunch of 3D objects with tinfoil, a tinfoil filter on top of everything. Hold on 1 second. I mean, if we worked on an art project where you draw this part and I draw that part, um, I don't know. I've never done that. It's usually either been writing or coloring afterwards. Okay, see you, Red. You take care. Thank you very much for stopping by. Let's see. I don't know why I always raise my voice like I'm actually like saying like they're walking out the door. I guess it's just a thing. Mental. Any good King of the Hill Christmas specials? Yeah, I think there was one where a woman was trying to die inside their house. And there was that New Year's special. Here, let's see. Let me think. I know the New Year's, the Y2K special. Let me get this one thing done, and I'm gonna look that up. Because now I'm curious. I know also there was, the trucker special. There's not like I don't think there's a bunch of them where they actually like, oh, it's Christmas here at the old, Hill residence. There was one where they went trucking, and Peg and Luann made a song about it, or they were trying to like make a song about it. Let's see. Yeah, that's right. It was a Christmas episode because it was Christmas / New Year's Eve. Like they made Hank bought Peg a clock. Let's see. And that's right. That gave us the perfect line. Just add it up. It's just a number. Yes, sir. A number on a keyboard. Let's see. Christmas. Okay, the first Christmas episode came in season 2, The Unbearable Blindness of Laying. Oh, that's right. Hank saw his mom and the new hubby in coitus, and that made him blind. Again, it's like I remember the climax taking place at like he took him to a church, and then he like that was a season 2. That just shows you how like things kind of went off the rails back then. Pretty dresses. What the hell is this one? Oh, Bill's Long December. Yeah, no, that's the one where Bill went crazy. Yeah, they're not like none of these are like great. Hill Minium or the Hill Millennium. That's the clock one. I would say that's more of a New Year's special. It was the Nut Before Christmas. Don't know what that one is. Oh, yeah. That's the one where Bill makes the Santa Claus thing and then tries to keep it going throughout the year. Yeah, none of the King of the Hills Christmas specials are like super great. There's the one with Jimmy Carter. I forgot that one was even a Christmas special. Hey, Mr. Nobody. Well, that's the problem. There's not like any traditional ones. They're all kind of weird and Mrs. Wakefield was the last one, and again, that's the one where the old lady was, and I would say that's the most Christmassy one. The one where the old woman is trying to die inside of the house, and then in which she finally gets invited to just sit there during Christmas, and then, finds a reason to live. I think that's like the kind of the most Christmassy one. But then again, living on Reds, vitamin C, and propane. I have no idea what this one is. Okay, this is the trucker one. And again, I would say I forget that this was a Christmas thing. They use Christmas as an excuse to do weird and wacky stuff. or go into like there are two Christmas specials dedicated to how sad Bill is. Pretty Dresses and The Nut Before Christmas. And then there's two episodes dedicated to how insane or maladjusted Hank is, with the father's son, Millennium, and Unbearable Blindness. Which again, I would say those are like. I would say Millennium is a New Year's special, and I would say the Unbearable Blindness is more of a. I don't know. It's just kind of around Christmas. It's the Die Hard of Hank Hill. You know, it's Christmas takes place, but you could argue whether or not it needs to be there at all. It's kind of just an excuse for Hank to see his mom once a year. Living on Reds, again, didn't even know that was a Christmas one. I forgot, and even then, Hank uses that as an excuse. He's like, "Oh yeah, sure, Mom, we'll move some of your things," and she's like, "Oh, we'll have to rent a big truck," and then Hank's like, "Oh yeah, we will, won't we?" I don't know if he paid for that or his mom did. You know, now that I'm an adult, like, who paid for that truck? Let's see. I'm going to look. I have Living on Reds, Vitamin C, and Propane. I'm just going to type in who paid for not who paid for the song, because again, they wrote the song. There's an actual Christmas song in the thing where like they pick up a snowman. But like I still don't like think of it as Christmas one. Who paid for the truck? Who paid for renting the truck? Hank paid for an 18-wheeler truck he rented. How much does an 18-wheeler truck cost to rent? Because that's his damn retirement right there. $18-wheeler cost to rent. Renting an 18-wheeler on average costs anywhere between $1,000 to $25,000 per month. Okay. Daily, around $175 to $200. Plus a mileage fee for 18 cents on every mile. Okay, let's just say that if this happened today, he would still pay like $1,000. That's not bad. Okay, that's actually not bad if he was going to dick around. And no, I was going to say they didn't go in on it with him. It was just supposed to be Bobby and him, and the other ones like rode in the back. They were stowaways. So I was gonna say if each person like throws in $25 or 250, then that would, be cool. When does that episode take place? We're talking about 2003. Okay, so what are we bumping $50 off that? Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was just coming to the same conclusion under. Yeah, renting the bigger wheeler wouldn't be that bad. Plus the fee, plus gas, 2003. Yeah. Oh look, they got. Okay, it implies that Bobby is not drinking coffee before, but he has clearly drunk coffee in Meet the Propaniacs and Dango Love. Bobby reads the thermometer and claims that the temperature is 105, with it being set in late December. Nope, nope, nope. The hottest it's ever been in Arizona is about 87 during December. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. So Bobby is full of shit. Hank says that he has a Class C license. However, in real life, one person needs a Class A license in Texas to drive a semi-truck. So, goofs. No, these are the goofs. That's the trivia. Nope, they didn't. No one decided to calculate how much that would be. But yeah, let's just say about 2,000. Still, man, that's a lot. Let's bump that down. Let's just say maybe 1,000. Being generous. That's a vacation. Pardon me, hit the microphone. Oh, for here, I just I used a Blender file or a Blender body, and I just used it to sort of make a vector palette, and I'm just kind of sculpting her clothes. Again, this was sort of easier to do when this one was relatively easy doing the invisible peg. And it worked out good because Peg does have a very distinct color palette with that one top shirt being the color that it is. Oh, and the glasses, the very distinct glasses. So it kind of works. I did, let's see, who have I done Invisible for before? Oh yeah, there was Kif's mom, which I just did, the, like, where she's done up like the mummy. Sorta, where she's got the wraps around her and the glasses. And then before that, it was Dexter's mom, which was a laboratory experiment. So yeah. Yeah, I was. Yeah, you know what? Okay, you thinking about it? Like Joe Jack might have known someone who knows somebody. And it could have been the off season. I mean, who's going to rent a big 18-wheeler? Like, what civilian is going to rent an 18-wheeler to do that? And it looks like, since it has a cubby in the back, it looks like it's sort of a commercial sort of thing where you can take a nap back there and everything. Ba, ba, ba. Ba, ba, ba. I wonder if Worms got back to me. Let's see. Let me check out that one. Ba, 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 ba. And no, not yet. Oh well. Let's see. Ba, 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 ba. At least the Shrek episode had a mostly wild epic moment where Hank. Oh yeah, that was great. I love it for that, but I was like, I don't think I would do it for a Christmas episode. And I'm just thinking about like how much it would be to like rent that. So there's something about YouTube, the preview. It never keeps up with the. Anyway, like I said, I use that. I use this as a mat for just figuring out where the angle of the figure where I want it would be. There we go. And then bring it into Paint Tool Say and then finish up with the details. Okay, see you, Cage. You take care. Damn it. Okay, hold on. All right. Yeah, drawing an empty shoe is a little bit trickier than you think. Again, very iconic colors, especially for the show and just in general. Even for a show that's kind of more realistic, quote unquote, it's sort of funny how they've got their favorite outfits, I would say. They don't dress up like the same every day, and they have enough variations so that it just appears like, oh, they just wearing a favorite outfit, like people would do. I mean, Hank is just like he just wears a shirt and his either his work shirt or his white shirt and a pair of jeans. I think Bobby's the most egregious, where it's just like, oh, this kid's wearing the same thing every day. There we go. Just a very simple background. I forget what I did. I think I made it like wavy or something. Bring me a dream. Where did I heard that song yesterday. They played it somewhere. And it wasn't yesterday. I didn't go anywhere yesterday. It was. What store were we at? Oh, Home Depot. There we go. We went to Home Depot. We took the truck, got it emissioned, and then when we had the truck, we bought a bunch of manure. Not manure, soil, potting soil. We're gonna try to grow some of Grandma's favorite plants. What are they called? They're just like red. They do really good in the winter here. They're not They're not. They don't grow back. So. Yeah, I was just kind of bombasted with Christmas music. Yes, when I went out shopping last 2 days, and some of it's fine, and some of it's just like a little bit like, oh, wait, how long is this song? There was a remix of Happy Holidays, and they just kept saying Happy Holidays, Happy Holidays, Happy Holidays. I was like, am I losing my mind? But it was a remix, you know? And then it sounded like it was fading out, and then Bing Crosby comes back in and does a big finish. It's like, oh, geez. Oh, yeah, happy Honda days. What if in a million years it is a happy Honda? Like 2,000 years. Yes, be ringing. Happy holidays to you. Oh, so yeah, her frames. Not only are the frames very unique, but the style of the arms are like just so like, oh, that's Peg's glasses. What? What's going on? You little turkeys. Anniversary, happy holidays to you. Yeah, I'm gonna see what's bugging those boogers. Oh, I have a burrito. I have a couple frozen burritos, but I should be eating that turkey. Damn it. Eh. Yeah. We'll see. Yeah, it's hard. It's like I know that there's Christmas episodes of King of the Hill, but like they're all either like one, Christmas is not a huge focus of it, or two, they're all really depressing, so I don't like to think about it. Lenore is not coming. And Hank going on a rampage in Bill's house. I think you took it well. I'm Lenore. Okay, you know what? I actually take it. I remember watching that. I'd never seeked it out, but like I remember watching it a bunch of times. Like I think it might be remembered. King of the Hill might be remembered as much as it was because it was just one of those things that was on. Like you come home after school, and around 5 o'clock after Friends, they'll just like pop it on. And this was UPN, so this was like in my little neck of the woods where that would pop on. I don't know about anyone else. They always showed like The Simpsons and King of the Hill in 2-hour blocks. And if you stayed up until 9, then you can watch the whole 2 other episodes of The Simpsons. So you got like 4 square meals of Simpsons a day. Never showed anything from season 1 though, which I really liked. I don't care. I like season 1. That weird Class B Chupo animation. You watch season 1 and you're like, oh, that is the most Rugrats looking thing I've ever seen in my life. Oh, okay. We've started over again. Yeah, I like these two. They may not be the most Halloweeny of them all, but the Peg one turned out really good, really striking, very simple, but like deceptively simple. And oh, Oh, did you? Yeah. Yeah, those old VHSs are great when you find like a bunch of like recorded stuff and all the old commercials from it. But yeah, this was fine. I was just thought it was weird, weird enough to have like an invisible Peggy. People were saying it reminds me of the Invisible Dale. Um, and yeah, Cookie was good too. Could have maybe incorporated some Japanese aesthetics, but I thought that worked out fine too. Yeah, so I think did I do no, I did not do the speed drawings of these. Oh, and there's all of them. Almost all of them. Let's see. Did I do Wanda? Did I put up Wanda? I don't know. I got to double check everything, but there's still a bunch of these that we either need to talk about it, like a good maybe that bottom row needs to be talked about. I know that. And then a couple others, but I definitely need to make shorts of them. Anyway, I thank you all for joining me. And yeah, 12 o'clock here. I'm going to grab some lunch, continue working on this one drawing, finish that up, and then work on something else. Yeah, and I may slice apart this King of the Hill discussion. But anyway, you all take care, and I will see you later. Okay? Bye-bye.